Welcome to Philosophy 7400, Section 1, CUNY First ID number 15204. You never have to remember that. If you need it, look it up. Introduction to Ethics. My name is Richard Legum. I'm an assistant professor of philosophy. This is a philosophy course. This course is going to be fully online. It is a writing intensive course and it is a zero textbook cost course. The last thing, zero textbook course, boy, that's a tongue twister, is there because you will not have to buy any textbooks. I will provide all the readings online for you. Writing intensive means that you're going to do some additional writing in this class, but there is a graduation requirement at Kingsborough. And in fact, it's a lower level writing intensive requirement throughout the city university system and at many other schools. That is to progress on to be the status of a junior, a third year student. It in the CUNY institutions, you have to have a what they call lower level. That means your first 2 years, you need to have a writing intensive course. You're successfully completing this course will give you credit for that. Now it's going to be fully online, and let me say a little bit about what that what that means. That is, by fully online, it means that you are not required to attend any meetings on campus. Now, there are two types of fully online courses. There are some that are called synchronous, like the thing is synchronized. The reason it's called synchronous is the way it's conducted is that you are expected to attend sessions online, that is through your computer or by dialing in or on an iPad or a phone, and the professor will present material and he will conduct discussions at given times. And that's basically replaces your going to class and the professor going to class and doing what we normally do in a classroom. That is called a synchronous course because the professor speaks and then you speak and then the professor responds. This course is going to be an asynchronous course. The idea being is that you will not be required to ever attend any session where I'm talking to you directly over some kind of electronic media, some kind of technology, and you're talking back to me. It's not going to be a requirement. However, I will be conducting office hours that way. That is, I will set up times and I will make myself available. I'm always going to make a requirement that you contact me first because things do come up in my life as they do in yours. And occasionally I will not be, I will be tied up with other things during my office hours. So by sending me an email, I know you're going to be there. Okay, but that's the way we're going to conduct a class asynchronously. That is, you don't have to show up at any particular time. You will have deadlines, and you will have to do things within a certain deadline. However, however, that does not mean that there are no deadlines. There are deadlines. You need to do things in a timely fashion. So you get to the habit of getting into this course and going through it on a regular basis, on a weekly basis. Don't try to postpone things. Occasionally things will come up and you will have to either, and I would suggest getting on the work a little bit earlier or getting into the work a little earlier, and I will make an effort to put the course information to the following week's course information up so you could get started if you wanted to get ahead. And I'd suggest working that way rather than trying to play catch up ball, because playing catch up ball, unfortunately, we have to do that often in life, but it's probably not the best way and it doesn't produce the same success. Okay, now I should mention that we are on, or your background has something called Blackboard on it. You're probably, since it's a writing intensive course, and that often means that you're towards the end of your time here at Kingsborough, and that's why you're taking this at this point, and you've satisfied all kinds of remedial requirements that you need. But this is what we call, it's not Blackboard, the thing that's usually, and I'm doing, notice I'm pointing off my shoulder because usually I'm standing in front of a classroom and there's some kind of board behind me, some kind of blackboard that we write chalk or whiteboard. But Blackboard is a course management or content management system. That is, it manages all the content of the course. Notice it's CUNY, CUNY, the City University of New York subscribes to that and provides it to us as our course content management system. This is what we will be using, and all the stuff that you need will be right here. And notice right now it says course is unavailable. As soon as I finish this welcome message, I'm going to post it and make it available to you. The idea being that if you look down on the bottom where I'm pointing the cursor right now, down bottom right-hand corner, it says, is that 9:11 a.m.? I don't have my reading glasses on. On September 11th. September 11th is let's remember the people whose lives were sacrificed on September 11th, 2001. I guess some of you don't really remember that happening. The elder members of the class probably do. In any event, the course will not be officially starting until Monday, September 14th. That means I hope you're going to have a great weekend. You're going to listen to this. I hope you're going to go into Blackboard and take a look at it and see what's going on. But that means that starting Monday morning, the 14th, figure by about 9 a.m., it'll probably be up there sooner. The entire first week's material will be there. And the assumption, unless I say things otherwise, is that the work that you're going to do needs to be done by the beginning of the next week. Okay, and this way, what I'm going to do in general is try to give you a weekend, if you need to catch up before requiring that you start the next week's material. And keep in mind, sometimes you're going to have to go back and do things, but we'll talk. That is, you'll do something in one day and come back a few days later and do something else. But we'll talk about that when we get into it. Okay, so that is what you need to do. For the students who are new, and there are probably a few of you who are new to Kingsborough, maybe you're a transfer student, or maybe this is your first semester, but you've met all the requirements. First of all, welcome to Kingsborough. And here's some stuff that you should know about Kingsborough. Now, first of all, I guess before I tell you about Kingsborough, let me tell you about Kingsborough first. The way to get to Kingsborough is just if you type Kingsborough into your browser, you'll get to somebody. Okay, that's Kingsborough Community Council. No, Kingsborough Council. Well, maybe I should have written Community College. Okay, Kingsborough Community College. Okay. And that will get you to the website. If you notice, it's www.kbcc.cuny.edu. Guys, whether you've been here a while or not, if you need something, there's a lot of information over here under current students, and we have quick links. In fact, there's one to Blackboard. If you haven't been on Blackboard, it's probably a good idea to take a look, or if you don't know how to get onto the Blackboard, it's probably a good idea to take a look at that particular link. But there's a lot of information. I encourage you to take a look at that. There are announcements online. So it's probably, even if you've been around for a while, it's worth remembering that it's probably a good place to go. Next thing, you registered for this course, which meant you were on cuny.edu, the CUNY portal. And in fact, the reason I think everybody's been on it is because if you notice here in login, it says CUNY First. CUNY First is where you went to register for this course. Okay, so that's why you've been on here. But to get into Blackboard, you go down here and click on Blackboard, and it is the same login username and login password that you use to get into CUNY First. And if you've lost your password or you want to reset it, you don't know what it is anymore, just go over to Kingsborough, and I believe if you look somewhere under IT, they have a way. It's probably on one of the quick links. In fact, let's take a quick look. Is it a quick link about resetting? Whoa, sorry, I didn't hit quick links. Quick links. Let me see if okay. Technology/request, maybe there. I take a look at ITS because I bet you they have something about resetting your password at the home page there. Well, didn't get it there, but let's service desk. Let's see if they have one about passwords. I'm not sure. Okay, in any event, probably over here at service desk, which is otherwise known as the help desk. Uh, Blackboard, they probably have something about password reset there. If you're getting lost in that, it's probably a pretty good place to go. Okay, well, the purpose of this recording was just to welcome you to the class, and I'm hoping that you went into Blackboard to get this, and now you can start looking around Blackboard because you will find this, or actually a link to this YouTube recording, this welcome message on in Blackboard. That is in your course in Blackboard. There'll be an announcement up here telling you, and you'll just click on that, and you will go right to it. Well, welcome to the course. Um, Take a look what's on. A lot of materials already there, but as I said, by Monday, September 14th, Monday morning at 9, I'm hoping to have the whole first week's agenda, and I will be beginning to populate week's 2 agenda over there. But welcome to the course. By the way, I'm going to try to run some sessions during office hours. I'll send out a notice about it. If you'd like to meet me in person, I'd like to have kind of a meet the professor. For me, it's meet the student session, just for you to stop in, say hello, so I can get to know who you are. It'll help me. It can help me help educate